Well, in education news, talks of cross-leveling or the shuffling of teachers to other districts has a few high school principals on edge. When word got around that GUAM Education Board member Kenneth Chargaloff was found speaking to some principals about it, concerns arose that he was stepping out of his role. PNC's Rebecca Elmore has the story.
Last week, concerns arose that GUAM Education Board member Ken Chargaloff may have been stepping out of his role when he met with some school principals about cross-leveling or the shuffling of teachers out of district. But Chargaloff says principals approached him when the subject of cross-leveling emerged last week. Cross-leveling, or right-sizing as Chargaloff calls it, is a subject that has circulated once again at GDOE. Chargaloff says George Washington High School principal Linda Hernandez-Avila and Southern High School principal Jim Regis asked for his, quote, professional guidance on the troubling matter. He said the concept of potentially switching around staffers from their respective schools was distressing the administrators to such an extent that they eventually sought his advice.
We are in the middle of looking at our teachers, whether we have excess teachers or not. Can you help us and guide us in this process? Cross-leveling, by the way, is a natural process that we do every year. Sometimes we do it twice, sometimes mid-year. We have to remember that we have about good 20 to 30 teacher vacancies, and students are still being, they still have substitute teachers manning their classrooms.
When teachers were reportedly told that GDOE would begin the process of cross-leveling as early as the end of Christmas break, that's when school administrators started asking for help. However, concerns arose when reports of GEB member Ken Chargaloff was allegedly utilizing his status as a board member to assist with cross-leveling. Peter Alexis Atta, a fellow GEB board member, said on K57 that he, quote, begged the chairwoman to speak with Chargaloff, so no questions of meddling would continue. Meanwhile, Ken Chargaloff insisted this could not be further from the truth.
No, I'm not coordinating anything with on my own volition. When principals or teachers or anyone else who asks for help or guidance, I will also avail myself. For those people who are making something out of nothing or nothing out of something, you know, really it's unfortunate because we really live in a community of inafamolik, you know, to help each other.
Despite concerns that Chargaloff is stepping outside his role as a board member, he still wanted to give his recommendations for principals worried about maintaining their staff.
You need to bring yourselves together with the deputy and have that good conversation. It has to be done collaboratively, collectively, and develop some set of standards on who is going to go where. And so that would be my recommendation.
Although both Acting Superintendent Joe Sanchez and GEB members unilaterally agree that there's not much to fear, the question still remains with who can and should ultimately assist with this issue. Reporting for PNC News, I'm Rebecca Elmore.